Hello YouTube, Beanie from the bedroom here. Bean Olsen, your guitar junkie, one take Beanie. So look, there's gold in that layer of guitar. Very sparkly, very sparkly. Yeah, it's been a while, and everyone's been asking when are you gonna start putting videos up again. So I'm at maybe 10% with my arm. I could still barely use it, and with the nerve damage that I've had since the third surgery, it kind of like, it doesn't want to, my hand doesn't do what I want it to do. I want it to go one way, it goes another way. So I've been picking it up this week, the guitar, for the first time and playing it. And believe it or not, the 6+ weeks that I've not handled the guitar, my fingertips have gotten soft, and they kind of hurt when I'm doing a chord or bending. They feel weak. So it's going to take some time, but I'll get it because I'm one of those guys that work on it constantly. So what we have here is I think it was a 2001 Schecter Telecaster. It's got original Grover tuners, maple neck, rosewood fingerboard. It seems like 22 medium jumbo frets on a rosewood board, and it looks like plastic dot inlays. You know, they look plastic to me. Sometimes they look bright, sometimes they don't. It all depends on how the light hits it, but I'm not sure. And the difference with this one is the guy that had it before, he put a coil tap, and he loaded it up with two Seymour Duncan jazz pickups, professionally installed, and he also put on the pickguard, this little half pickguard, or what they would say in England, a scratch plate. Strings through, it's got the belly cut, and the heel is cut on an angle, so it's a bit of a contour, so it's a little bit thinner to get down here. And the pickups are really jazzy, warm, thick, dark sounding pickups. And what I had done is I didn't buy this, I traded my G&L Strat. It was on Craigslist for months, and this guy posted this, and he lived right up the road from me. So I took a chance. I don't normally do it because I don't like when people ask me, oh, do you want to trade something for it? Because I always put no trades, cash only. But he didn't put that. And I said, I told him what I had. You want to make the trade? And we did it. So I brought this in after checking it out. I played it for a little bit, and this was the week before my surgery in January. And I put it away, and I started pulling all the guitars off the wall and putting them in cases and gig bags, whatever I had, for them to be packed up for 6 to 8 weeks, instead of collecting dust on the wall. I only kept a couple out only because I didn't have enough cases of gig bags for them. So I took this out because I was going through what I have, and I have way too many guitars. So I just purchased another car, and what I want to do is I want to sell the things that I'm not using. Like I said before, I'm not a guitar collector. I'm just a guy that plays guitar. So the ones that have either just been hanging on a wall that I haven't touched, or in the case that I haven't grabbed, in at least a month or two, are up for sale. So on Craigslist. And this way here I could replenish some of the money back into the bank, so I don't feel as bad, buying the car. But in any case, this thing here sounds really good. Clean. Awesome clean. Like right now, this is clean. In the middle is see, I'm having a hard time. shoulder, and just playing the chords, they hurt my fingers. Neck, middle. Yeah, with a, oh, by the way, the next video I'm going to do is, I got another wah-wah pedal. Probably the 15th one I've bought. I think I really just own 4. I've gotten rid of the other ones, but that's pretty loud. And instead of me tweaking it, like I've done my other ones to get that low growl, it's got that setting. And the reason why I got another wah-wah pedal that I'll be doing a video on next, so stay tuned, is because the two I have one from the 90s, the Q whatever 95 that I tweaked, and then my Jimi Hendrix signature that I tweaked to get low end growl on both of them, so that it sounds like the guitar is talking more than just going wah 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 wah. And either they wear out where they squeak, and whether you use WD-40 or grease, they still tend to squeak. It quiets and makes them quiet for like, a couple of minutes, and then constant use, it's back to squeaking. Or either the rubber grommet underneath it or the switch itself wears thin, where as I'm going down and up, I'm clicking it on and off. And this pedal is activated just by stepping on it. So you have to stay tuned for that if you're interested. I'm going to need an assistant to hold the camera to show down on the pedal while I'm doing it. But it's got some cool features to it. Back to the guitar. So, yeah, I'm going to dirty it up by hitting the dirty channel. Overdrive is at 10 o'clock. And I have my, I forget the name, but it's the clone pedal of the Timmins Overdrive. And this is in the neck pickup, but it sounds really thick and warm, like a Steve Vai guitar. That's all I'm going to do there. It's a long instrumental that I made up years ago, and it's all chords, but little indentions on my fingers. They hurt. I know, I'm a wuss, but it's like like the first time I went from a nylon string classical acoustic guitar when I was 14 to a brand new, a steel string electric guitar. Even though I've been playing since I was 8, when I was 14, when I got the electric guitar, I was like, oh man. But I played that thing every day, and it took all that time, but let me tell you, it didn't take long for the fingertips to get soft again. So yeah, I'm not sure really yet what I'm doing with this, if I'm going to keep it or not. I love the way it looks. I wish the pickups had a little bit more mid-range bite to them. They're too warm and dark and jazzy sounding. But I don't know. Time will tell. I'm unloading. Once I don't know if I mentioned it. Once I started packing up all my guitars, I realized I've got way too many guitars. I normally never had more than 6 or 8 guitars at a time. Because back in the day, I used to have 20 or 30, and then I thought that was too much, so I whittled it down. Now I don't even know how many I have, honestly, my wife used to say, "Yeah, how many guitars do you have?" And I used to always answer, "Not enough." But now I don't even know how many. I know I have way too many. And because I bought another car, um, I kind of feel like I want to get rid of what I'm not using and replenish the bank account again. Because I spent just a little bit more than I wanted to on this sports car, but it was a limited edition, and I had to have it. But so back to this thing here. Um, yeah, this is it's a fun looking guitar. It plays well, but you know, again, for clean, it's great. I would really have to change all my settings on not only the amp but the overdrive pedal to get the more bite out of it that I'm used to hearing. And then when I play something else, I got to move it all back. So do I want to do that? No, I don't. So I'm kind of convincing myself right now. I just talked myself into saying, hey, you know what? You have to get rid of this thing too. I need some work done on one of my guitars, so maybe maybe my tech, he'll do a trade, a barter. I give him this guitar and put it towards the work I'm gonna need, something like that. But anyway, it's a other than that, it's a Diamond Series Schecter, and it doesn't say where it's made. It's just got a serial number on it. So it says Schecter on the plate on the back. But I don't like changing pickups on guitars, and the only time I'm going to do that is on the Gary Moore uh, copy that I have, the relic that I picked up, the Chipson one. That's what I'm looking for. It's it's a copy of his. Everything about that guitar is great, but the pickups, they're microphonic. They sound like crap, and they're too thin and tinny. They're almost like a beefed up single coil pickup. So I'm gonna need to get those replaced. I already have something in the works for that, and then when I get that thing up to snuff where I'm totally satisfied with it, I'll do yet another video on it. But for now, that's about it. I thank all the well wishes for my shoulder. I feel a bit of a friendship with the subscribers that I communicate with regularly. Anywhere from Canada to England to Scandinavia. The last one was Denmark. So it's crazy how far a YouTube channel could reach, but it's great. So thanks again, everyone. Stay tuned, and have a good day and a better tomorrow. Bye bye now. Adios, amigos. Vayas con Dios, muchacho. No, I just gotta hit the button.